8:24 back here on your Thursday morning. As weather conditions begin to change, it's going to impact how we move on the road and what to do if you get in an accident. Always important information from CBM Lawyers. Rick McMullan joining us right now. There are 5 key tips and reminders that are important to bring up, because when we're overcome with emotion, we can forget these basics.
Absolutely. So assuming that if you're in a car accident and your injuries don't prevent you from doing so, it's really important to get key information that you're going to need to support your claim, because the reality is that nowadays the police do not attend most accidents. Unless there's serious injury or death, the police won't be coming. So you actually have to do your own investigation, because in our system of auto insurance here, it's still a fault-based system. And if you're the not at fault party, you have to be able to prove that. So you need to, if you're able to and not prevented by injury, gather the necessary information you need in order to support your claim, both to ICBC and possibly in a courtroom.
So let's get into that as the first tip, the information we should be collecting should an accident happen.
Yes, so first of all, it's very important that you get all of the driver's license information and vehicle registration from the vehicles involved in the collision. And if you don't have pen and paper handy, we have cell phones nowadays. And so I've had a lot of clients who will just take a photograph of the other driver's license and their vehicle registration. So it's very, very important that you be able to identify all the parties who are involved in the collision.
And when we're taking a photo of that damage, you just alluded to it right there, make sure we get the license plate of the cars specifically. In
addition to the vehicle registration and driver's license information, if it's possible, and it's not always possible, take a picture of the vehicles before they're moved, as you said, including the license plate number. But if that's not possible and vehicles have to be moved off the road right away, make sure you still take pictures of the damage to all the vehicles involved in the collision, and as you said, include the license plate number so that each vehicle can be identified.
And as we get more information about the case, and especially when you have 2 differing points of view on how this accident went down, independent witnesses.
Absolutely key. And so it's very important. I mean, ICBC, when they're dealing with the claim initially, they take what the drivers say with a grain of salt. And so independent witnesses who have no interest in it are key. So if you can obtain the names and contact information for independent witnesses, this is information that you can provide to the Insurance Corporation of British Columbia, and also potentially your own lawyer if you end up engaging a lawyer who can further investigate on your behalf.
As a precaution, should we go to the doctor even after impact? We might feel, you know, I think I'm okay. Should we go to the doctor regardless?
Obviously, if you have no symptoms at all, you don't need to go to a doctor. But if you're feeling any symptoms, and sometimes at a car crash scene, we got the adrenaline going. You don't feel the symptoms sometimes until later the same day or even the next day. But if you're feeling any symptoms at all, go and check out, go and see your doctor. First of all, so the doctor can provide any treatment, and secondly, it documents your injuries in case you do have to advance an injury claim to ICBC.
And the timeline of making that injury claim, what is a respectable amount of time? Do you do it in the first 24 hours? Do you wait 72 till you've gone to the doctor?
You should. If you're involved in a car accident, you should report it to ICBC as soon as reasonably possible. If that can be done the same day, fine. If it has to be done the next day because of you dealing with other matters associated with the car accident, the next day. But you're required by law to report it promptly to ICBC. So within the first day or 2, you should be reporting it to ICBC.
And I guess final point to wrap it up, at what point do you reach out for additional support, legal support with personal injury?
Yeah. Well, again, as I said, we have a fault-based system, so it's very important that if you're going to be pursuing a claim, that you get legal advice at an early stage. And almost all personal injury lawyers in British Columbia will offer a free initial consultation. My firm has 6, CBM Lawyers has 6 full-time personal injury lawyers. We offer a free consultation, as do most personal injury lawyers. So get advice early, because again, it is a fault-based system. You need to know what you have to, what evidence you have to advance your claim.
Well, CBMLawyers.com, that's the website on screen right now. Rick, I appreciate you coming by.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here.
Okay, stay safe on the roads. Greg Harper.